Do you ever worry about things that are completely out of your control? Do you ever feel like maybe you're not experiencing life the way that you should because you're constantly worried and constantly thinking about bad things that might happen in the future? Things that probably won't happen, but you still feel like they might. So maybe you should keep thinking about them and worrying about them. Like maybe you could prevent these things from happening. Well, I don't want to say this flippantly because I used to have that exact problem. I used to worry in a major kind of way, almost constantly. I had a very serious chronic worrying problem, and it was taking away from my enjoyment of my life. And I'm happy to say that I feel like I have pretty much solved this problem. I mean, every once in a while, I will occasionally go down and worry about something a little more than I should, but it's very rare compared to how it used to be. Now, I want to give you a few tips and some things that really helped me out and I believe will help you out as well. First of all, you need to get present with life and you need to get engaged with life. You need to find things that you enjoy doing, because if your mind is being used, then it just doesn't have the capacity to worry because you're engaged in the other thing that you are doing. So you need to get present. Now for me, I have an anchor thought. And every time that I have a worrying thought that I know is not serving me, I go to the breath. So I focus on the breath, and that gets me present. I have a mantra. I say in, out, and I just focus on my inhalation and my exhalation, and that helps to bring me back to the present. My thought may go back to the worry, but then I bring it back to the present. It goes to the worry, I bring it back to the present, and then eventually I'm distracted, I'm thinking about something else, and I've pretty much forgotten about that thing I was worried about. Okay, the second tip, you need to accept the worries. Don't resist them, don't try to analyze them, don't try to problem solve them. If there's something that's really nagging and there's a really underlying problem, that thought will come back to you later, and then you'll have a chance to actually problem solve and analyze it. But when you first have that thought, be really careful, and for the most part it's probably going to be something that's not under your control. So just go ahead and accept it and be present, just like the first tip. Be present, and you need to just let that thought pass. The more you think about it, the more you either try to resist it or try to analyze it, the more power you're going to give it. It will snowball, and it will get worse and worse and worse and worse, and it'll get harder and harder and harder for you to be able to let it pass. So just accept the worry. Okay, the third tip, you need to believe in yourself more. You need to believe in your strength, and you need to believe that if that thing happens that you're worried about, you can handle it. You are strong. You are a very strong person, and you can handle whatever comes your way. All right, so one thing to help out with this specifically and very practically is practice making yourself uncomfortable. Because the more you make yourself uncomfortable, the more you'll realize that when things either don't go your way or things just feel a little out of sorts because you're intentionally making yourself uncomfortable, the more you start to believe in yourself and believe that you can handle things. So the truth is, bad things happen, and if you accept it and you embrace that and you have confidence that you will be able to handle it on the other side, then you will stop worrying about it so much, because if it happens, you know that you can handle it and you can maybe even thrive. For example, failure. Failure is something that really helps us on our road to success. So if you are worried about trying something new because you're scared that you'll fail, you need to reframe that and think about failure as a good thing, and think about challenges as a good thing. So You may be worried about something, that thing may happen, and that will present a challenge in your life. And challenges are beautiful because challenges help you grow. They help you get stronger for the next thing that comes in front of you.